Not all heroes wear capes, some wear uniforms, they serve, they sacrifice, and too often, they are forgotten. But what if one of them had a final wish, a request so simple, yet so powerful, that it would change everything? Meet Captain James Carter, a soldier who once stood on the front lines, defending his country with honor. Now, in the quiet halls of a veterans' hospital, he fights a different battle, the one against time. Years have passed, medals have gathered dust, and the world has moved on, but in his heart, there was one thing left unfinished. One last wish. When asked if there was anything he wanted, Carter didn't ask for money. He didn't ask for recognition. He simply whispered, "I want to see General Anderson. One last time." A name from the past, a man he once followed into battle, a leader who, in Carter's eyes, had never stopped being his commander. But could a request like this ever reach the ears of a man like Anderson? Calls were made, emails were sent, but General Anderson was no ordinary man. He was a legend, a leader who had commanded thousands. Could he even remember one soldier from decades ago? For days, there was no response. Carter remained in his bed, eyes heavy with time, but still waiting. And then, the phone rang. General Anderson was on his way. He didn't send a letter. He didn't make a phone call. He came in person. A man who had led countless missions, now walking through hospital halls, not as a commander, but as an old friend. Carter's tired eyes lit up. A smile crossed his face. The general was there, the man he had admired, the man he had followed into battle, the man he had never forgotten. And Anderson? He knelt beside him. No words were needed, no speeches, just a moment between two soldiers who had once stood side by side, now facing the final chapter of one's journey. A salute, not to rank, not to power, but to respect, to loyalty, to a bond that time could never break. And in that moment, Captain Carter was no longer just a patient in a hospital bed. He was a soldier once more. A salute, not to rank, not to power, but to respect, to loyalty, to a bond that time could never break. And in that moment, Captain Carter was no longer just a patient in a hospital bed. He was a soldier once more.